bankhead. I said you're good at it. Do what you do, you and your crew. They even got players and thugs doing it too. The more that I get, the more it's looking smooth. It's nothing to a boss. I can choose. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do
it. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Mendoza looking left side, and he's got a man. That's long. This defense for the Chiefs, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Mendoza will try and set up the screen to Gentile. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Back deep for KC, Xavier Worthy. That's taken on the 25. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out, something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. You look at this Raiders defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, That's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Extra point just does sneak over the bar. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Kevontae Turpin now to return. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines throwing for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Xavier Worthy with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Let's go. 70 Lions. 19 tight. 19 tight. 79 Broncos. 70 Lions. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Off the play fake. Mendoza. And his throw is incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Mendoza. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A gear for Walker running right. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kenneth Walker with career touchdown number 75. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Here's 2nd and 8. That would complete to Trey Tucker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The Raiders in trouble to start play, 6 and 8 on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all three phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Back to throw. Mendoza. To the right side, here's Mayer. It'll be a gain of just a yard. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Here's Walker to start the drive. And some room to work. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
102 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
They get 17 more on that one and another first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now here's Mahomes. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now a draw play. It's Walker. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
And Walker once more.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
Walker. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
At the 6-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. It'll wind up going as a sack and a loss of 2. And now the task gets more difficult here on 3rd and goal. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Mahomes going to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Butker's kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it. And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there.
His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Second and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
This now a 3rd and 4.
That's a gain of 5.
Operating from the gun, Mendoza.
That's to Bowers once again.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
First and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
A run out of the gun with Jeanty. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
37-yard line.
2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off play action. Mendoza. Now he'll tuck this and run. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts.
At the 49-yard line.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this is not going to get there, not close. Look like complications with the snap. It's no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
That was an ugly-looking kick, and the snap, largely to blame. These special teams operations are relying on everyone being on the same page, so even the slightest hiccup can lead to some missed kicks, and that's exactly what we saw here.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Can't hear it no more. Stand up to the man, can't hear him no more. Celebrating, don't feel it no more. Give a drop in a minute, but can't steer it no more.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield. What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
And Mahomes will do it himself. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Now inside the 25. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described, a defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2.
For the 2-point conversion.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Street! Street! Go, go, go! Ready, ready?
They'll try and throw for it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Jair Elam makes a point.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that.
Now a hit and a loose football. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
Now Mendoza throwing to start the drive. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That really sets him back, a loss of 6. Second and long. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Mendoza. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Results
on now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. We'll try for 3. This one from 46 yards out. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And they will remain 2 scores down. As the difference holds at 11.
Just too many mistakes in all phases of the game. Still, you've got a chance to get this back to a 1-score game here in the 3rd quarter. You've got to be able to convert here. Instead, it comes up empty.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again.
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. From the gun, it's Walker. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. In motion, the tight end. Now Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Xavier Worthy. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to add on to that lead. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. Butker now to add the extra point.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score. Chiefs 31, Raiders 13. Harrison Butker at a kick.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Mendoza now off the play fake. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll try to run for it with Genty. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Walker now on 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. But now he appears to be in some pain. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll run. It's Brashard Smith. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On the ground. And the ball is knocked out. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that that you can lock this game down with.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Up the middle, it's Jeanty.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
A 50-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 7. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. 70 range. 70 range.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
A give out of the gun to Genty. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Okay,
2nd and 16.
let's go now.
They'll go again with Genty. And this rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
19 Tiger.
And here's Mendoza from the gun on 3rd down. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Smith running wide side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.